Actually, let me just pause it real quick. So here you go. There's what's going on with Square right now. It's down 17%. It was actually down 6% yesterday. If you guys aren't familiar with Square or Block, what they do, they are essentially a payment system. If you guys probably have seen them, especially with smaller businesses, very well known for POS, point of sale systems, but they got their hands in just about everything. Peer-to-peer transactions. They're heavily invested in Bitcoin. And like I said, they got their hands in just about everything. So then Hindenburg Research comes out with a hit piece on them. They're a known shorting entity. And so no surprise to see the stock is down. Sometimes they're spot on. Sometimes it's heavily biased towards the short side because they are short sellers. But Hindenburg comes in and claims that Block overstated its user accounts, according to the report, and that they didn't immediately respond to any kind of request from anybody at this point. Short interest was at 4.9%. So it'll be interesting. Hindenburg Research is one of the more high-profile short sellers in the past few years and is well known for its short call and electric vehicle maker Nikola, as well as Lordstown Motors. We've seen them go after DraftKings, Clover, and many other companies. But this is very interesting to kind of see what they're accusing Block of. So here's a couple highlights from Hindenburg's Twitter account. Block, formerly known as Square, is a $44 billion market cap company that claims to have developed a frictionless and magical, quote, magical, you can already tell the bias is here, financial technology with a mission to empower the unbanked and underbanked. And Hindenburg did apparently a 2-year investigation that concludes that Square systematically exploits the demographics it claims to help. The magic behind Square has not been innovation, but its willingness to mislead investors, facilitate fraud, avoid regulation, and dress up predatory products as revolutionary tech. Hindenburg said in our research involved dozens of interviews with former employees, partners, and industry experts, extensive review of regulatory and litigation records, an FOIA and public records request. Most analysts are excited about the post-pandemic surge of Square's Cash App platform, with expectations its 51 million monthly transacting active users and low customer acquisition costs will drive high margin growth and serve as a future platform to offer new products. But it seems as if those numbers have been fraudulent. Again, this is according to the Hindenburg. Says that our research shows that Square has widely overstated genuine user accounts and understated customer acquisition costs for years. Former employees evidenced that many users have dozens or even hundreds of accounts associated with them, vastly inflating user metrics. Block obfuscates how many unique individuals use Cash App, reporting misleading metrics on transacting actives, which includes duplicate accounts by the same user. Former employees estimate that 40 to 75% of accounts they reviewed were fake, involved in fraud, or duplicates. Square's embraced one of the very underbanked segment criminals. When users were caught engaging in fraud, Square would blacklist the account but not ban the user. Former employees showed us blacklisted accounts associated with dozens or hundreds of other live accounts suspected of fraud. And this is just part of the investigation from Hindenburg. Now, if any of this is true, here's what I'll say. It's really bad. Don Francho said it's the Wish version of PayPal. Yeah. If this is true, this is really bad. And if this is true, this also makes me question. Kind of what's been going on with Twitter. If you recall, one of the big reasons why Elon Musk wanted to take over Twitter, which, by the way, Jack Dorsey was the founder and CEO of, who is also the founder CEO of Block. One of Elon Musk's biggest complaints, his biggest gripes, was that Twitter was full of bots and fake accounts. Now, listen, I'm not trying to say that I'm in favor of Hindenburg or that I love Hindenburg. Sometimes I think the things that they say are quite preposterous, and obviously they have an agenda, right? But you could make the argument, and you could kind of connect the dots here, that if Jack Dorsey wasn't doing anything about fake accounts and actually using those fake accounts on Twitter as a part of their active users or as a part of their users on Twitter to investors, is it really that much of a stretch to think that it's possible that he was doing that with Square as well and some of the Cash App users? I don't think so. To me, Jack Dorsey seems a bit sus at this point. I mean, this is starting to look like a pattern. And again, I'm not saying that Hindenburg is absolutely correct in this, but they did say they did a 2-year, investigation on this, investigated former employees, and apparently they have proof of all this. So this is very fluid and lots, unfolding here. But this could be some serious shit. These are some serious allegations that Hindenburg is putting out towards Block. And so is it really that unbelievable? At this point, I don't think it is. But let me know what you guys think about this situation. And are you looking at an opportunity to trade Block? Because this seems awfully risky at this point, right? When we take a look at the chart here, and it's continuing to fall down now. It's down over 21% in pre-market trading.